Yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. Yes, we're live on YouTube. How's it going? Right back at it. Right back at it. Yeah. This is a great day today. It's not only my 51st birthday, but it's also episode number 900 of Walking with Purpose Live, Navigating the Modern World with Eli, the Walking with Purpose Live Edition, episode number 900, the milestone 900th episode. Whoever thought, whoever thought that something would go for 900 episodes? As long as I'm still ticking, that number's going to continue to keep on clicking. One by one by one. Click, 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 right? Well, we've got less than 15 minutes before the sun sets. I got a boogie. Only going to do 3 miles today. 1.5 out, 1.5 back. Outside temperature, 53 degrees is what it read in my car. Feels a little colder. Almost thought about not putting the gloves on. Glad I did. The sun was out, so it's been a beautiful day. In case you missed it live, just about an hour ago or so, I went live on the main channel, GNA, Genuine Personal Development. And my girlfriend Dawn and Sandra Palacio joined me on the panel, went live from the studio. We had a great conversation. If you missed it, you can go below in the description and head over to that channel, GNA, Genuine Personal Development, or you can go to the community wall here on GNA2, and I believe it's the latest posting that shares a direct link to the stream. You can watch the replay. It was a great show, just about an hour and 10 minutes long, short and sweet, but I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And so did Dawn, and so did Sandra. Thank you to Dawn and Sandra for joining me. I appreciate it. You know, it's really hard to get people together nowadays, but you know what? You know, when you're able to get a couple on, that's great. That's fantastic. So today, for the milestone 900th episode of Walking with Purpose, I'm going to continue celebrating my 51st birthday here, even though it's not that big of a deal to me. It is to my girlfriend Dawn and my family and other people that are my friends. And I want to start off by, first of all, saying that I really appreciate each and every one of you. There have been a lot of people over the years that have been supporting or have been supportive of what I've been trying to create out here on YouTube and on the internet and through, you know, my stories. And you know, I've truly been trying to help people as best as possible navigate through this crazy modern world we all live in, this modern digital world, this world of where the internet has sucked us in and we can't get out. That's the truth of the matter. It really is. But I've had a lot of crazy experiences out here, and it's been very, very challenging to say the least. But there have also been many people over the years that have been very supportive. Some of them have publicly supported me. Others, privately support me because they don't want to deal with the craziness of what some people can do anonymously to harm people on the internet, right? I really can't blame those people at all. Many of those people ask me, is it worth it? If you could do it all over again, would you put yourself out there publicly? The answer is abso-fucking-lutely yes. This is who I am. I'm not going to sit there and hide behind a fake Google, YouTube account and, use AI to change my voice and just create a nameless and faceless channel and synthetically alter my voice and try to make content that way. That's not who I am. I'm one that likes to, jump into the trenches, right? I'm one that likes to just dive right in and start helping. I've also always been, well, not always, but as I've gotten older in my 30s and beyond, I've had the attitude of I really don't give a shit about what anyone thinks about me. Now, sometimes I still react, and there are many people that have the attitude where you really don't care about what anyone thinks about you. It's not a negative attitude to have. The attitude is, hey, if you say things that are mean, I'm not going to let that define me. I'm not going to let you get to me. I'm not going to let you try to change who I am. I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to stick to my guns. And no matter what you do or continue to do, I'm going to keep moving forward. And that's what I've done. And at the end of the day, if anything, I'm still here almost 7 years later, where most people that even endured or encountered 1/10 of what I went through would have been gone. That's not who I am. So, it is getting cold. It's literally dipping probably to like the low 50s right now, high 40s. And some dude just ran in front of me with shorts on. I wouldn't be wearing shorts today. Now, when you're running, you're going to warm up quicker, but still. Oh, by the way, once again, this is a members-only live chat between now and at least the end of the year, possibly longer into the new year. All of my live streams between both channels are going to be members-only live chats, meaning they are publicly viewable by anyone, but only members with a $2.99 channel membership or greater can chat. The exception is moderators can chat for free without a membership. If you are not a moderator and don't have a membership and you want to just send one message, you can do it by sending a super chat in any amount. And just to make it clear, as I have been, just because you buy a membership or send a super chat doesn't mean you can still break my rules or YouTube's rules. You're still subject to the same rules. If you do that, if you spend money to try to take a stab at me, I'll take your money and ban you. And if you can find a way to get a refund, that's on you. I don't care whether you get one or not. It is what it is. I've become very laser focused on the future of my organization that's been around since 2011. And I'm not going to let any more distractions get in the way. And I've been putting many safeguards in place, online and offline, to do that. Those safeguards are starting to pay off. And I'm really glad that I put in all the time and effort to get those safeguards, because it's going to help me out in the future to be able to help you out. I want to be able to help as many people as possible between now and forever. Because I don't plan on ever retiring from doing this. Even at my old age of 70 or 80, I will continue to do this. I might not make as much YouTube content, but I'll still do whatever I can, because I believe in the vision of my organization. I believe that every person out there, should have a fair shot at living a good life, at living a life poverty-free, at living a life abuse-free, right? Living the life of not being harassed online or offline. I believe everyone should have the opportunities to be financially free and happy, and enjoy life in the ways life was meant to be enjoyed. Now we've got some people over here that are in the middle of the trail. I'm going to go offline for a second. All right, we are back live. They're playing with their radio-controlled car out here, right in the middle of the trail. It's not the most polite thing to do or the safest thing to do, in my opinion, but there's a puddle over there, and I can tell it's an electric car. Like, everything's going electric nowadays. I still have my gas-powered truck from back in the days, like 15 plus years ago. 15, almost 20 years ago. I should try to get it going one of these days. It uses what's called nitro fuel. Now it's all electric. The batteries have gotten so much better with lithium ion. That you can run RC cars for a long amount of time without needing fuel and a regular, gas engine. You can do it all electric. Anyway. So, yeah, we're going to take a stroll down memory lane. And, I'll tell you this. I had a lot of fun in my younger days. I still have fun nowadays. But I'm more so, at this point in my life, just looking for peace and solace and just relaxing quiet times with my girlfriend, my family, our dogs, and that. But in my teens and 20s, I had a lot of fun. I used to play poker with the guys. We used to drink lots of beer. I was never an alcoholic, but I had my days of where at times I would drink a lot. I never drank a lot daily, so I was never addicted to alcohol. But I think I'm more so forced myself to drink a lot of beer because supposedly it was the cool thing to do with the guys. Now, don't get me wrong. Even nowadays, every now and then, if I go to Reno or Tahoe or any casino like in Nevada, I might have a shot of Goldschlager, cinnamon schnapps with gold flakes. I might have a Kahlua and cream. I love Kahlua. Kahlua is good stuff. You know, I might have a Midori sour. I know these are like foo-foo drinks, but they're nice, relaxing drinks, and with moderation, it's all good. But you know, back in those days, I did things not really because I enjoyed them, because I just wanted to fucking fit in. I just wanted to fit in. And I didn't realize that you don't have to do those things to fit in. And that's why I do what I do now. I want to help people learn and understand that you don't have to do dumb, stupid shit or drink or do drugs or smoke or anything to fit in. Either people accept you or they're not worthy of your time, right? But when you're younger, you don't know any better. You have no experience, right? And you just have a lot of energy and you just want to be accepted, right? You want to fucking be accepted so badly that you do stupid shit, right? And then people accept you under false pretenses because you're suiting their narrative at that point. But that's not sustainable, and that's not a real friendship, right? Real friendships have no stipulations, right? But I had a lot of fun in my 20s, and then I kind of started to figure things out by my late 20s to my early 30s. You know, I dealt with a bunch of things, working in retail, trying to get promoted. I constantly got passed up, and I made some changes, and then I started working my way up. And you know, between my late 20s and early 30s, I had a pretty good career in retail management, and retail corporate. And then in my mid 30s, around 34, 35, is when everything started to change, because I was laid off my job and I had to decide what was I going to do. And I had some savings and all. I had to decide, you know, was I going to try to become self-employed, or was I going to try to go back to the retail management, the retail corporate world? And it was a tough time back then. We're looking about 15 years ago. You know, we're looking at, let me see here. We're looking at, this was around like 08, 09, 10, 11, around there. That was a tough time. Didn't really start to pick up probably till about 2012 or so. Let me make sure how much. Let me see. 19 minutes. We're good. We're still good. So, in my early 30s, I decided to get my insurance licenses. I ended up going down that route. To make a long story short, I got my licenses, and before my money ran out, I was able to replace my income. And I was dating someone back then that was a member of the largest chamber of commerce in San Jose. here in the Bay Area, the San Jose Silicon Valley Chamber of Commerce, with over 2,500 members at the time, probably more now. They are the largest chamber in California and the third largest in the US. My girlfriend at the time was a recruiter, and her company was a part of the chamber, so she would be able to go to chamber events. And she took me to one of them. I fell in love with it, so I signed up. Even though I live here in Redwood City, I became a member of the San Jose Silicon Valley Chamber of Commerce. I then also joined a business referral network group through that chamber and started networking a lot more closely and deeper with people from the chamber. And then we would all go to the mixers together and meet other members. It was phenomenal. It was a phenomenal experience. Literally at least twice, sometimes 3 times per week, I was driving half an hour, sometimes through traffic, to go from Redwood City to San Jose, which is down south that way. After 2 years of doing that, as I started to get into my late 30s, so we're looking about around age 37. I believe it was around age 37 is when I started the GNA. The first 2 years, I was networking through many other events. And then I started my own organization, I believe. Well, it was in 2011. So if we look at, that's almost 15 years ago. So we're looking at 35, 30, around 36, around age 36 when I started the GNA. And I got to tell you, it was an experience that changed my life because I got to network all over Northern California, primarily at other people's free events. I had so many resources. I still have the resources, and we're going to use them. We're going to start using them again in 2025. Those resources are still on my Facebook, and all those people have been wishing me a happy birthday today. Getting a lot of birthday wishes on my Facebook timeline. I got to make an appearance there today or tomorrow and thank everyone. I've been liking them. It's just too much. It's overwhelmed. At one point, I had 46, almost 4,700 Facebook friends. Now I've got 3,900 something. Because after a while, I haven't been using Facebook. After a while, people get removed or they unfriend you or whatever, right? But doing nothing, I still have close to 4,000 Facebook friends. And a lot of them are the business contacts I made during this time, starting in my mid-30s. Those are long-time relationships. Long-term, long-time, very trustworthy relationships. Starting the GNA and running my own organization with the purpose of helping entrepreneurs connect with other like-minded entrepreneurs based on the know, like, and trust concept. And running events primarily for free. A few of them had a very small fee, around $5, but they were mostly free. I wanted to basically make this organization about the people, not about me as an organizer trying to charge you an arm and a leg for admission fees to make money off of just running the event. I wanted to provide an outlet, a service. I wanted to provide something that can help all these amazing people, because all of these people were average, everyday community people, business owners that started their own business, right? And I felt they needed something that no one else was providing, at least not providing it at a low cost. any of these events that were provided at the level we were providing them would cost 10, 20, 30, 50, sometimes $100 per event. And it's not that these people didn't have the money. Some of them had it, some of them didn't. Most of them probably could afford it. I just didn't feel it was necessary to make the basis of the organization the admission fee, where the purpose is to do business together, including myself. I was running my own business, my insurance business, when I got my licenses. So I was doing well. Everyone else was doing well. And these events were created just to bring people together to create a trusted, unified referral base of entrepreneurs. And over the years, over the last 15 years that I've known a lot of these people, we've become very good friends. Some of us, many of us have done business together or referred business amongst each other or to each other. And other people, we've helped each other in many other various ways. Sometimes people go through emotional stuff and they need emotional support. We've done that. I've done that for many people I've met through the organization over the years, even to this day. People will reach out to me on Facebook Messenger. They'll let me know that they're going through something. And I'm like, hey, if you want to talk by phone, I'm here for you. I'm here to listen, right? We are almost at the end. And then we're going to take out the shades and turn around. It's going to start to get dark. Driving all around Northern California and seeing different areas, different towns, different demographics, seeing how people live was fascinating to me. What we were doing at the GNA, and I was blown away because, it's hard for me to trust people. I'll always give people the benefit of the doubt until they give me a reason to no longer give them that benefit, right? I always have faith in people, better way to put it, like I've been saying a lot lately, right? But a lot of these people that I met all over Northern California, they invited me into their homes. They cooked me dinner. All for what? Because I helped them connect with other people, help their business grow at no cost. That's the giving nature type of person I've always been. Some of these people would have computer problems, and I would go to their homes, and I would fix their computers at no cost. It was also a networking opportunity, but I didn't even do it for that. I did it because I just love to help people. Right? That's the basis of this organization, the GNA. It's about helping people. That's what it's all about. It's about helping people. And when you help people out of the kindness of your heart and don't charge them money for it, you don't have to charge people for everything. When you do kind things like this for people over and over again, eventually, when you sow a seed, you will reap a harvest. I may not have reaped the harvest of all this yet. That doesn't mean I won't. And when I do, that doesn't mean I want it all for myself. I want to reap a harvest to share with everyone. That's the whole point of the GNA, is to reap a harvest collaboratively to share equally amongst everyone. That includes me as the president and founder and the owner. Air is so fresh right now, it's amazing. Now the trail, it seems like some truck drove over this and it was wet. The trail is a little bit uneven. They're going to have to smoothen it out. Give me just a second here. It's beautiful. All right. So we've got a little bit of light. Got a plane coming. We are at 30 minutes. So mile and a half in 30 minutes. It's not bad. Just taking a break for a second. Let's keep rolling before it gets totally dark. It was very interesting traveling in lower Northern California. I did that for over 6 years straight. Some events were here in the San Francisco Bay Area, but the majority of my network was in the Sacramento area, almost 2 hours away, in the Central Valley area, almost 2 hours away. Now, Tracy is the beginning of the Central Valley. It's about an hour away, but still, it's an hour. And there's a lot of traffic to get to that area all the time. And Fast Track wasn't available back then. It was just coming into fruition, but it wasn't really available at the level it is today. But Fast Track is our electronic toll pass here for bridges and for toll roads that you can pay to bypass traffic. It was exciting to get out there. I would go to other people's events. I would run my own events. I would also have coffee one-on-one meetings with people at Starbucks or Pete's Coffee or wherever the people would want to meet, right? And I would always go to them. I would never have them come to me. I would say, tell me where you want me to meet you, and I'll meet you. I had my laptop with me. I had a 3G card back then before 4G LTE came out, and I had a printer in case I needed it to print something out. Some people want to print out, some people want it digitally. I would write policies from my car or from Starbucks or from Pete's. It was boom, 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 boom. But I loved it. I enjoyed it. That's been the best experience of my life. This experience of starting my own business and networking and becoming a chamber member and going to networking events and just mixing with other people. I've always loved being around people and stuff like that, but never at this level. Doing it at this level made me feel a fire deep within. It basically got me realizing that this is what my purpose is, because when I was younger, and I've shared this a long time ago, but I'll share it again. When I was younger, I would help my friends and my brother's friends fix their computers for free. I had spare parts. I'd always get the latest computers. They had the previous generation, and when I didn't need the parts before from the previous generation, because I had already upgraded, I would help fix my friends' computers for free, and I would go to their homes or apartments and fix their computers for free. And then they would take me to lunch and stuff like that. I didn't want anything. They wanted to pay me. I didn't take the money. They wanted to take me to lunch or dinner. I didn't even want that. But they said, we're taking you to dinner. We're doing something for you. I said, okay, thank you. Because for me, I don't do things to get things. I do things because I like to help people. I do things because I believe in humanity and I love to help people. That's just the kind of person I've always been. So when I was doing this whole networking thing, and I met so many people, I started to realize this coincides perfectly with my purpose of helping people. Hence why I created the January Networking Association, or GNA for short. An organization, connecting entrepreneurs at the time with other entrepreneurs. At either free, at either no cost or very little cost. Very affordable networking. Free networking or affordable networking. It allowed me to fulfill my purpose of doing things just to help people and not just to make money. I was running my insurance business. That's how I made money when people needed insurance. They got to know, like, and trust me. They would give me their business, or they would refer me business from people that they know. You don't always have to make money on every little thing. As a matter of fact, when you initially give stuff away for free that everyone can benefit from, such as networking to grow each other's businesses, people begin to trust you and say, you're not a snake. You're not trying to take money from me. So you're trustworthy to the point of where I can refer you business, and that's how you'll make your money. And I would refer them business, and that's how they'd make their money, right? And let me tell you, the most liberating feeling in the world to me was running my own platform and being able to get on a stage in front of people with a microphone and share my vision and see the smiles on their faces when they would come to the events, because they kept on getting benefit. They kept on getting value and benefit, and they all grew their businesses. Not all, but most. Some people are just not good networkers in general. I mean, you could basically give them the whole farm for free, and it's still not good enough. That's how some people are, but the majority of people got value and, gained a lot of success from what we built at the GNA at that time. My hands are starting to warm up now. Starting to loosen up a little bit. Beautiful. Look at that horizon over there. It's amazing, all right? I got to get some really good sleep tonight. I've been cleaning up the floors of the house. The best time to do it's in the middle of the night while Dawn and the dogs are sleeping in the bedroom. I can close the door with them in there, and that way, the dogs aren't running around and jumping on wet carpet after I steam clean it with a Bissell. I mean, I would rather do it during the daytime and all that, but that's just the best time to do it. Unfortunately, it is what it is. So, I mean, I got a lot of that stuff done. And today's my birthday, and A lot of people have been calling me and reaching out to me and family and all that. And it's been kind of crazy. Another thing I mentioned on the other show I did on the main channel for my birthday earlier today is that did I mention it or no? I can't remember if I did or not. I might have. The GNA Positivity Pledge was supposed to be released by yesterday or today. It's still, I think I did mention it, but I'll say it again. I still need another day or two because most of the site, the speed on the site was fixed. A lot of the errors that were happening have been fixed. It just takes a lot of time. And I've changed the site from a vertical navigation to horizontal navigation to make it more widescreen and more modern. And I got to change the menus up a little bit. And then I got to finish inputting, the pledge, which I use this program, this plugin that tallies things up. I've used it before for other things like petitions and stuff. So I need another day or two. First, I need a good night's sleep, like tonight, another day of rest. And then I need another day or so to get that all set. Once that's all set, I will go live from the studio and promote it. And I'll talk about it further here on the walks, here on GNA2, Genuine Live Personal Development. I didn't do a poll, not a poll. I didn't do a super chat goal for this show here today. And by the way, super chat goals, like I mentioned on the main channel earlier today, super chat goals have now been widely open to every creator in the YouTube partner program. So I got it yesterday on the main channel. So now it's being rolled out. It's been rolled out officially, not just for people that had early access like I did here on GNA2. I got early access, I think, over a month ago or so. So I then create a poll here because if anyone wants to donate to the birthday fund, the birthday fund, if we reach a total of $50, then I will do a special late night stream throughout, over the course of the week. I'll do a late night stream on dating and some other stuff. One of those awesome late night streams that I haven't done in a while that many people have been asking. So if you want to donate via Super Chat, you can also donate via PayPal or Cash App. Nightbot sharing the links every 7 minutes. Well, actually, Nightbot is not sharing them because nobody is chatting, and unless somebody starts to chat, Nightbot's not going to engage automatically. So that's not a big deal, but you can go below the description. The PayPal link is there and the Cash App link is there. Or you can send a super chat or a super sticker while we're here live, and once the replay finishes processing, which could take up to 12 hours, the super thanks will show up. You can send a donation in the live stream replay section of this or any other video or stream. Now, there was a little story there about my backstory. I was thinking about going into my 40s, but I'm not going to do that today. I'll save that for another day. What I want to talk about for maybe the last 20 to 25 minutes of the show while I head off the trail. Still got about a mile to go, maybe 3/4 of a mile, is what motivates me to keep moving forward? What motivates me to continue each and every day, regardless of the outcome, regardless of how many people show up or don't show up, regardless of how much money is made or isn't made. What motivates me to keep moving forward? Like I said earlier, I am not money motivated. I did a stream on that the other day. I'm not money motivated. I'm purpose driven, and I'm focused on my purpose. And I love doing this simply for the fact of doing it, right? And I know that if I stay laser focused and keep moving forward and keep ignoring dumb, stupid things, eventually things are going to take off. That's the bottom line, is staying focused. My motivation is simply the fact that, and I'm going to have to put the front light on early because it's about to get dark here. My main motivation is simply the fact that I love doing what I do. I love doing what I do at no cost. So why would I be demotivated to stop? And, I've been working on some new methods of reaching people and getting the message out there. And a lot of that is slowly coming to fruition. And that's enough motivation for me, right? And I'll tell you, what else motivates me? What else motivates me is people that have criticized me. Now, I don't pay attention to the criticism anymore. I've tuned that shit out completely. But when I did pay attention to it, that criticism and that stupidity that people would say, the stupid things that people would say about me, it only fueled me. It's only fueled me and motivated me and inspired me to keep going even more. No matter what, no matter how long it takes me, if it takes me 10 more years to make decent money or start getting a good amount of people around here, I don't care. The point of the matter is I'm motivated to keep moving forward, partially by the fact that other people are criticizing me, saying I'm not successful. When people tell me that I'm not successful, I should give up, it only fuels me to keep moving forward. And it only fuels me to keep putting even more effort and more energy into something I know eventually will come into fruition. Everybody's going to have their day one day. Everyone has their day. Good, bad, indifferent, whatever is meant to be is meant to be. Everyone will have their day. My day just hasn't come yet. At some point, it will. I know it will. I'm confident and positive it will. And thank you again, Sandra Palacio. You mentioned that earlier on the studio stream on the main channel regarding my 51st birthday bash. been a great day today. I'm happy to simply just be alive and breathe in the fresh air. You know, another thing, I've always said this and I'll say it again as a friendly reminder to everyone. Good things come to those who wait. Good things come to those that are patient. People don't realize how far patience goes with most other people. The more patient you are, people are going to see that, and then they're going to be more prone to want to work with you or support you or help you in some way, shape, or form, in some capacity. Patience, perseverance, persistence, all of that, it all comes into play. And between that and just ignoring stupid shit and just letting people that continue to do stupid shit bury themselves, that's the best recipe to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish eventually. Excuse me. Excuse me. That was I had some phlegm stuck. My apologies for the unprofessionalism. God, this light is amazing. I can literally see the ground so easily. Like if I were to turn this off, look at that. I could probably still find my way out. But with the light, it's much better, much safer. And you folks can see the landscape out here a little bit better. You know, I also believe that God has a plan for everyone. God knows whose heads and hearts are in the right place, in the right direction. God also knows the people that are playing around, let's put it that way, right? God knows the people that are pushing, you know, their morals, values, and ethics out the door pretty much, right? God has a plan for everyone. And you just got to believe, and you just got to keep pushing forward no matter what. Yeah, it seems chilly. It's probably like not low 40s, low 50s, high 40s right now. I haven't eaten too much today. I'm getting pretty hungry. Yeah, we're probably about a quarter mile or so from the end of the trail. You can see the end right over there. The Horse World with a $20 super chat. Happy birthday, Eli. Oh, wow. That came out of nowhere. Thank you. I just thumbed you up. Thank you so much, the Horse World, with the $20 super chat. Wow. God bless you. God bless you. That was very kind. I didn't really expect to get any super chats or anything today. The Horse World. I didn't. Thank you, and God bless you. For the time being, all of the donations are going directly to my girlfriend until we figure out, she's got some appointments coming up for her seizure disorder. She's going to see a specialist for epilepsy at the beginning of the year. She's been referred by her primary doctor, her primary neurologist. And I know you cannot respond because it's a members only live chat. But thank you so much for your super chat. Very kind of you. Much love, much respect. Happy holidays to you and your family. If those of you are out here, if some of you out here are wondering where Tia's been, Sandra Palacio talked with her the other day. She's got a lot going on with family and stuff behind the scenes. I was a little bit worried because I hadn't heard from her and hadn't heard from her in any of the groups. But Sandra talked to her, and that's okay. Glad to hear that she's doing okay. Hopefully you're doing well this week, Tia, and feel free to reach out to Dawn, myself, or anyone in the group at any time. It's not like Tia to miss an event like a birthday like this. But she's okay, and there's probably a good reason. She's got a lot of stuff, probably dealing with family stuff right now that, she needs to focus on over YouTube stuff, and that's okay. If you come across this, Tia, God bless you. Whatever you need, please do not hesitate to reach out. You know how to do it. And thank you again to the Horse World for your $20 super chat. Ah, those car lights are very, very bright. All right, make the turn so that way those lights aren't shining in my face. God, that car is not turning, and those lights are right in my face. Jesus, man, that is just horrible. What is that car doing there? It's making it harder for me to see. Those lights are actually blinding me. We'll see what's going on when I get over there. Looks like an underground garage is stuck. Maybe the car hit the garage. Oh, now the car backs away. Oh, the car was parked by the fence with the lights on for a while. That's what did it. Okay. All right. Folks, get your final questions, comments, or concerns in the chat. We're going to be going off the air in about 5 minutes or so, 5 to 7 minutes, probably closer to 5 minutes. Well, we need, where are we at? We need $28 more before going off the air for me to do that late night show later on this week. And if we don't get it, that's okay. Tomorrow's a different day. We'll set a different goal. That's okay. It's all right. I'll let Dawn know as soon as I get home. The horse world. Regarding your very kind and generous donation. And tomorrow I'm going to go to dinner. Like I mentioned on the other show, I'm going to go to dinner with my girlfriend Dawn and my mother. We're going to spend some time together. Well, I got everything done today. I knew it was going to be tight with some things that Don and I had planned to do before the first show. Don House had an appointment at 1:30, and we walked around a bit. We ran a couple other errands before that. We started the show probably about 10 minutes late, around 2:40, 2:45. Ended about 3:45, and then I needed to come out here before it gets dark to do this show. I had everything prepared. Still cleaned up the place, got everything done. Found some time to sleep. I'm here to live another day. I take it all with a grain of salt and say, yeah, it is what it is. It's life. That's just the way it goes. You just gotta do the best you can with what you've got. I love each and every one of you, like I've always said I do. And thank you for supporting my birthday in any way, shape, or form that you've supported it, whether it's monetarily, whether it's sincerely, a combination of both, whatever it is. Thank you for making this a very special day. It's another day for me, another year. I think that's how we all look at birthdays once we get to a certain age. But you know what? I know other people, sincerely care and wish myself and other people that are having a birthday on their birthday nothing but success and continued health, happiness as well. Or health and happiness as well. And thank you to Queen Helen Casey also for being in the chat earlier. I would have loved for you to come on, but that's okay. You've got other things going on. Lewis Fuller and Alex the Beer Master and Tia, I know you folks are out there and I know you folks care. You got your own stuff going on. It's all good. Whenever we can all connect and reunite and do some more content together, that would be fantastic. To another year, folks. Thank you again. With that being said, have a good one. Take care. And as always, please be good to each other. Good night, everyone.